Hey, it's Lisa with Fossil Finding Female. Exercise with me just 10 minutes a day. You'll feel better. And it's easy where I try to do better. Be better, share with you too. Anyway, we did some last time on Fossil Finding Female. I also put it on Easy. Anyway, we looked at some, what I believe is like skulls or heads, fossilized. And of course, I didn't get to all of them. So I wanted to show you some. I mean, some of them I think are more like a heart and a real heart that's fossilized, like this one. You can see if you watch Mud Fossil University, he has, got a lung tested and a finger and different things tested DNA that came up as he was right, which was kind of a relief for me because I'm thinking, this really looks like it was something biological, but I don't have any basis really to, know that for sure. But my intuition, the way it looks, it looks like a heart to me, an actual heart. I'd love to get it tested. Like I said, maybe I'll go down to the school here, the college, or up in Las Cruces, and call them first, of course, and see if they would test something like this. And I'm going to ask Mud Fossil if he'd look at this, like just, video chat or something, and see what he thinks. But it's an amazing piece of stone, and I do believe whatever it is, it used to be alive. It's very heavy, smooth, like it has been in the water, very smooth everywhere. And I don't know if you can see all the little details in there, but to me it looks like the heart where the ventricles and stuff would be, the big holes. I sit and look at this stuff going, wow, this can't just be a stone. I don't think it is. But anyway, there's this one. And then here is, another something I think was alive. This is once in a day ago. Hopefully you can see it okay. The sun's shining on. I know sometimes that kind of isn't that good, but hopefully you can see. So this, I'm not sure what it is, honestly. I mean, I think it could have been, I've found what I think to be a lot of serpent heads smashed. And if you look at it real good, you can see similarities in these. And the only reason I think these were alive, I mean, not the only reason, but a big reason is they're always got some holes or something in here where you see where things were flowing through. But so it's not just the look, it's the feel. It's the shapes and stuff look like something that was alive. And I even have gotten bones that aren't fossilized and looked at those as well. And the ones that are fossilized look very much like the ones that aren't fossilized. So, you know what I mean? What if I said it backwards? I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to show you some of these because I didn't get through all of them, so you could see why after you see a whole bunch of these things, you start to go, wow. I mean, it's not just one by coincidence, It's actually a lot of them, and I don't think that they're just a stone. I think these are fossilized skulls, heads of something. And usually, there's only going to be one side really where you can see the eye well, or where the eye would be, because of being in the mud, like Mud Fossil says, or what's his name, Roger, on Mud Fossil University. So he's also found these stones, and one side is totally flat, like this duck he found, that the whole head is, you can see the whole duck head. And I was like, wow, that is so cool, because that's what I'm finding here too. And in when I went to Alabama and the trip there in Texas, you find all these coming up. I believe they're coming up now after Noah's flood. They're starting to come up and emerge, and it's pretty darn cool. But it would be nice to know for sure. Here is another. Like I would think that this would be, looking at it, I think it would be like this. They're, a lot of them are very heavy. This is a heavy stone here. But I mean, it could be so many different things because everything died. you know, in Noah's flood, except for some of the giants supposedly, but it's just it's very intriguing, that's for sure. And then them not wanting to do the tests and studies and tell us the truth is kind of strange too. Here's another, what I believe to be a fossiled skull, skeleton of some sort, some animal, mammal. This one still kind of looks like it has like the eye pockets like here, you know. And then also, you know, like I think I've mentioned it before, and then the back, you can see where the holes were going into the rest of the body. But I've also mentioned where you'll see in some of the eyes that will be mineralized different, so it'll be quartz. And there may only be one that's mineralized, but it's right where the eye would be. You know, if you're looking at the actual, what it looks like, whether it be a snake or a duck or a horse, you know, there's one in here that's got a very long, or this was it, I think. This is the one, you know, it could have been like a long horse head or something that's smashed. Don't know. Wished I did know. But I'm so glad that Mud Fossil has done what he's doing, because it encourages me to keep, you know, looking into this and finding out what I can find out. Some people like to just write it off and say, "Oh no, that's just a rock and it's just got water holes in it." You need to look at it a little further. Look at a bunch of them. It's not. It's something else. It's a bone. It's a bone, I tell you. It's a bone. A fossilized bone. Here's another one that you see one. That's another thing that's really weird. It's always one side may have where it looks like something. The other side kind of is all smashed, or, you know, hardly has any sort of definition of an eye, or, you know, sometimes I see where it looks like there was teeth in there. I found a lot of teeth as well. Hopefully you can see this okay, because I mean, I can sort of see it in the phone, but not that well. And this is very heavy. I mean, for this rock, it's very heavy. It's very dense, I would say. So everything that fossilized would be the brain, everything inside it, and that's why it's so dense. It's not like just a dried up bone. It was fossilized with everything in it. And when it went through that gas, you know, expelling all the gas and stuff, there's this transformation it goes through to become fossilized skull, head, bone, body part, whatever. It's crazy. It is so crazy. This, I think, is I found a bunch of this, and I think it's an organ of some sort. I'm not sure which kind of organ yet. I need to do some further research or ask Mud Fossil if he might know. But I found a few of these. Here's another one here. It could be kidneys. You know, could be like fossilized kidneys. They're very similar in the veiny structures that you see through there. And it just kind of looks like an organ. A liver, I mean a kidney, possibly, I would think. And then of course 2 different animals. One's gonna have a smaller kidney than the other. This one is, again, this feels like it's more possibly a organ versus a head or something. Boy, it's cold when you're messing with these wet rocks. This, who knows? Who knows? Let's see. It goes like this. I'm not really sure about this. It does have, like, you know, the entrances of holes, but I don't know. This is kind of what the lung looked like, but his was a lot larger. Mud fossil, Rogers on Mud Fossil University. So this very well could be a part of a lung or a lung of a smaller animal. I got that thingamajiggy, that phone in my way. I hope you can see this okay. I know it's just not the same of being right there with it where you can actually touch it, taste it, you know, lick them. They say that if you lick a fossil, it sort of sticks to your tongue, which is interesting. You know, that they all seem to kind of stick to my tongue. I don't know. This to me, I think, is like an organ, another organ, fossilized. And I was thinking about doing what Mud Fossil does. He gets a picture of, say, like a liver or a kidney, and then he shows you the actual biological structures of that. And then you look at the stone, and you can see where they're in the same spot as was, you know, as is the living or the actual organ that you're looking at, which is really cool. This, I don't know, potato? I'm kidding. You know, it has like this blood stuff on it. And so, again, I think this is a possible organ. Here's one where there's like an eye, and you can see it right here. It's mineralized differently than the rest of the body, or the rest of the whatever fossilization of this bone, skull, head, whatever it is. But then, you know, you turn it, this is the, what I think is the front, and this is the other side. You can still see there's like a hole there basically, but it's not a fossilized like this one. You know, it's like quartz in there. Watch out, Lulu. Stop. Move. Move, baby. And again, like I said, I think these are heavier because they're more dense. They had more stuff in them when they became fossilized. But there, I found a lot more like this that has a different mineralization, right where, you know, an eye could have been. So that, what does it look like to you? To me, it looks like some head of a skull of something. This looks like definitely something that is breaking apart a lot more, whether it's older or just a different type of material, and the cold and the hot has just cracked its noggin. But, you know, it could very well have been a heart also, because I've noticed like different things. I mean, they look different because they were in different animals, you know, so they got different chemistry and biological makeup. Here is another that I think is more of a smaller skull of something. And this one looks a little more holy than the others. It was a good animal. Holy. You can actually see all the way through these holes, but also, you know, if it was smashed, I mean, it could have been here and here of eyes, you know, like one right there, one right here. If you can see, I can't see very well now. But I mean, hopefully someone knows that's going to be honest about the stuff. This, I think it could be an organ of some sort, but it looks like quartz. But again, even our human chemistry, biological stuff turns to quartz as well. Teeth turn to quartz. You know, your eyes can turn to quartz. So it just depends on after the gas expels from your body, like with the conditions in Noah's flood, it's great condition to cause fossilization. And so it's very possible that quartz could be not just quartz or not just feldspar or not just, you know, the different names they've given them, but what we turn into and animals turn into, and etc. Some of them look like a little rodent or some sort of smaller animal head, like this one. But it's been 15 minutes already. I try to cut it off at 15. I'll do a couple more and then I'll say adios. Here's another interesting stone fossil. This one is very interesting too. I don't know what it is. It could be an organ. It could just be, I don't know. Do you know? If you do, leave a comment. Please leave comments anyway. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it. And because I'm still trying to get 1,000 subscribers so that I can go live. Anyway, if you guys know what this is, it's interesting looking. And let's see what else we got in here. This is another cute one, I think. It's just kind of cute. Let's see. It's just kind of like a ball, maybe a brain, a small brain. This is, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think it is? Okay. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Look at this. It's pretty cool too. They're all cool. I have so much of, I mean, if you could see all the different structure, you know, veins, they call them bands sometimes, but there's just too much intricacy, I believe, for it to just be like a stone, rock, whatever. And if you watch some of the other people that's found stuff, some of them will go, oh, that's an ear, you know, that was an ear off of something, or like this was off of a whale, or, you know, like, wow, because they get them DNA tested. So it's definitely possible. So I guess I should go and get out of here. I still have a few more, but this one is doop, doop, doop. You can even see sometimes right where the eye would have been in a different form. Here you can see it there where an eye would have been, and then you look at the other side and it also has where that eye would have been. So, you know, who knows? It's a mystery. But I'm gonna keep on diving into it and see if I can come up and find and get someone to test these things and see just, you know, if they are from Noah's flood. That would be kind of cool, but they're cool anyway. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Today is the 24th of January, 2023, and I will see you next time. Till then, bye.